Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Enter the Gungeon. I'm Nye. We're going to be running with the, with our soldier here, our commando, our warrior, our whatever else you want to call him. I've been told there's a thing I need to do in here. Supposedly, if you talk to him... Just want to chat. There we go, okay. He's a robot, old robot Nick. He's a doctor. Yeah, that's not what I want. Supposedly, there's a thing he will talk to you about. I guess we'll just kind of keep an eye out for it. We'll go ahead and run with turbo mode for a bit. Why not? Supposedly, according to what I've read, the turbo mode actually makes you go twice as fast. Like, everything goes twice as fast as normal. I'm not really feeling that, though. Like, it doesn't feel twice as fast. Like, especially your gun doesn't go twice as fast. I can tell you that much. I don't know. I'm thinking more like maybe 1.5, maybe, at best, for the speed upgrade. I don't know. Like, you know, maybe 1.75. But twice? I'm not so sure about that. And I really say that because, you know, I know how long it takes me to beat certain floors. It generally takes between 6 and 8 minutes to beat floor 1. So, if we're moving twice as fast, you know, supposedly I should be beating floor 1 within 4 minutes, right? But that doesn't happen. So I think part of that is because my guns don't fire twice as fast. But I don't think that, you know... Okay. He actually led me on that. That was amazing. Usually they fire those directly at you, which is why I kept moving in that direction. A key in table tech site. Like, the table tech site's not particularly exciting, but the key absolutely... Oh my god. Okay, so we need lots of keys on this floor. I need at least 2 more keys. Actually, you know what? 1 more key would probably do it if I'm being a little bit more realistic. Now, not 1 more key in the shop. 1 more key drop. Alternatively, 2 chests that, you know... I mean, if the chests are not better than green level, I might as well... Oh my god, it did it. Okay, where is it? There it is. Okay. Game, I'm scared. What are you doing? You're being nice to me and it frightens me. You guys ever have those bad brain chemistry days? Just like generally you're good, right? Then all of a sudden you get that one day where your brain's like, okay, you're not allowed to be happy today. I had one of those last night. And it wasn't even anything like in particular that tripped it off. I was just hanging out with some friends and people kind of grouped up and I ended up kind of being third wheel. And it was just like, okay, well, I guess I'm just going to be kind of over here by myself. I'm all alone. There's no one here beside me. Like, that's kind of what it felt like. But, you know, like serious, though. Not, you know, not me making a joke. Like, serious levels of upset over it. And I eventually got to feel a little bit better about it. So I wasn't too terrible about it. But it definitely was this feeling, you know, of... I don't think despair is necessarily the right word, but it was definitely this feeling of extreme levels of upset. Kind of sucks when you get those days. Okay, so we have 3 spare keys I can do, which I'm thinking 2 of those are going to go to that blue chest that's off to the side in there with spare blanks. Let's see what this chest is. Is this my gun? Rolling eyes. It is not my gun. So we know the brown chest is my gun. I'm actually a little bit happier in not picking up the brown chest gun. So let's go ahead, pick up whatever this is. I regret everything. That item nowadays is terrible. Yeah, I regret picking that up and spending 2 keys on that. I mean, I should have known, you know. But early level floors, just having something. Like, I was hoping to have a blue level gun as opposed to a brown, you know, a brown level gun. So I thought it would potentially be worth it, and then it turns out to not be. So that thing's just gone, and it's not coming back. Like, blue level passives can be good. Like, I'm not incredibly happy about getting Rolling Eye, because I consider it to be one of the blue level passives that are not good. But it's not a bad passive, it's just, you know, it's not a good passive. And that's the end of the day point. It's not that it's bad, it's just not good. There are absolutely better options. And once again, being able to get, like, a blue level gun would have been what I was aiming for, as opposed to this, you know. That was close. Okay. Take you out. I'm just going to press that button. I don't want to deal with that. Okay, so what are you going to give me? Should be a gun. Going to give me the Origami. The cool thing is the Origami does actually have a combo with Table Tech Sight. Can't be... Okay, so cannot be a secret room in there. Let's just go ahead and try in here. Try in here. Interesting. I guess we'll try in the shop. I mean, the shop is the... Well, it could be in this room down here. So I guess I'll try down here. Okay. Not down there. Try in the shop. Nothing in the shop. Cool. I'm feeling pretty happy with what I have right now, so I'm just going to go ahead and destroy this. That wasn't even worth it. Man. Terrible first floor. I mean, I have the key for the next floor, so, I mean... Man. Could have waited. Could have waited. So, because of the combo, the first shot out of every magazine on this gun will shoot 3 shots as opposed to 1. That's what that synergy does. So, you know, it's good and all, but okay, can we not immediately have you guys shooting at me as I come out the gate? Okay, there we go. Okay, so we got some health. That's awesome. I dislike that we're on this room. Okay, that's cool. I think the speed ups probably definitely helped with that. That was another thing that doesn't feel like it's sped up. Those traps. Those traps did not feel sped up. Or maybe they did and I just didn't notice it. I don't know. It doesn't feel like the 3-shot is useful because two of the shots go straight out 90 degrees. And those are generally just going to hit walls anyways. I was watching a brief bit of... I knew it! Okay, we're about to have a good day. I knew we'd be seeing him. I had a feeling that the vampire would be here. It's awesome. So this may be a little bit of millennial mentality, I don't know. But I was watching a couple of minutes of the new Blade Runner 2049, I think it's called. It was just... Oh my... God damn it. I think all 3 got these guys? Yeah, all 3 of these guys. Let's get back in here because I don't want to accidentally destroy my blue chest out there. Okay, ammo belt's awesome. Talking about, like, ground level passives that are fantastic. Oh my god, 2 ammo belts? I don't... Do those actually stack? Those do. Oh my god, that is a... Oh my god. That is a huge ammo capacity increase. Jesus, can we get, like, a gun that really likes its ammo? That'd be amazing. So yeah, I was watching Blade Runner. Also, I kind of wish that those chests were not all ground level, but at the same time. But yeah, I was watching Blade Runner. I don't know if this is necessarily millennial capacity, or millennial, like, speaking, but I was sitting there, and I remembered hearing in an interview or in a review of the movie that people were feeling that that was a little bit too slow in its pacing. And I think part of it is because I jumped in, you know, late in the movie or something like that, so I didn't get the lead up. But it felt like the movie was taking a while to do anything. And I don't know if that's just me going, hey, you know, be entertained, give me action. I don't really think it is, because I can deal with slow movies. But there were a couple of, like, scenes that really I had this feeling of, like, okay, you know, let's get to it, let's do something. Like, you're just sitting here staring at his face while literally nothing is happening. Like, I guess it's emotional, I guess we're having a moment, but at the same time, like, you're sitting here way too long. This is the comedian who is letting the laugh, you know, the audience laugh at their joke for, you know, about 15 seconds too long, or, you know, the running gag that it's wearing at its welcome. And so, you know, but I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, like, the movie is very well done. So, am I just, you know, is this just me millennializing this? Is this, you know, is this actually wearing at its welcome, or am I just sitting here going, I want action, entertain me? I don't think I am. Like, that's not typically how I am about stuff. Like, I really don't need... I don't really need, you know, stuff to entertain me, so it's, you know, it's not... Well, okay, that's a lie. I like stuff to entertain, but it doesn't have to be action. It doesn't have to always be stuff going on. But at the same time, I say, as I explode an exploding barrel, but at the same time, it definitely has that feeling of, okay, can something... Okay, I'll just take damage because I'm bad. Where did I get the extra heart from? What gave me an extra heart? Like, I'm not complaining at all. I just want to know what actually did it. Is it Monster Blood? Does Monster Blood give you an extra heart? But yeah, I'm not I'm not sitting here going like it has to be action-packed, that's entertaining. But I think there's a time and place for scenes that are very emotional, where, you know, we spend a while looking at the character, and, you know, we can see the emotions on his face. And I will say, I was watching, and I was kind of impressed by kind of the emotional depth that I think it's Ryan Gosling was showing in a couple of the scenes that I was watching. But at the very same time, I'm just like sitting here going, okay, I do not need to look at his face and watch him, you know, come to this conclusion or wrestle with his memories for 45 seconds in silence. Like, the point was made about 20 seconds in. Even faster than that, if we're going to be honest. You know, acknowledging the fact that there was stuff going on. Like, yes, it is this very important revelation, but we do not need to be dealing with this revelation for this long. The character might need to, but we, the audience, who understand what is going because we have the pieces that the character does not have. I don't know. Also, I'm taking really bad damage against this guy. I don't know, I think it's a timing thing. There's a certain amount of time that I think you can spend looking at stuff and kind of, like, experiencing emotional depth, and at a certain point, you know, it's okay. We done it. We got it. We understand. You know, the character is having this moment. get ourselves a bunch of money. 200 plus? 200 plus. Well, almost 300. I know I left... Yeah, I left a heart back here, so let's grab that. I don't know. I think there is definitely room in movies for that moment of, you know, again, emotional depth. There's room for that really big, epic reveal. There absolutely is. But I also feel that at a certain point, we have had that moment, you know? And then it might as well be just emotionally jerking yourself off. It's almost emotional masturbation. I don't know. Is that a... Am I wrong to feel that way? Like when a director's like, let's just sit here and zoom in for a while. Like, I remember there was a moment in, oh god. There's a moment in The Truman Show, I remember distinctly, where the, you know, the in-movie director is having his cameraman zoom in on Truman, as Truman is having one of those extremely emotional moments. I think it was when his, what was it, when his dad showed up or something like that? He's having this extremely emotional moment. And keep in mind, it's supposed to be a live action, or not live action? No, it's supposed to be a reality show. So, you know, there's something to be said for doing the zoom in and having the moment, because that's actually in real time. It's not, you know, it's actually happening in real time. It's not one of those things that we can just kind of skip through. So the audience is going to have that realize it. Not what I need right now. So the audience is going to have the moment with the character. Can you not? I have no idea what attack is coming. Where is he? So there is something to be said if it's a, you know, reality TV show, having that moment with the character where it takes a while. But that's literally because you are working in real time with that character. But in a movie, once your audience has come to that realization with you, I don't know if you should be sitting here for extended lengths of time watching the character come to grips with something. And it was only, I only bring it up, I only kind of go on about it because this wasn't once that this happened. This was 3 or 4 times in a 15-minute span. You know? So it wasn't like this was a thing that happened during one moment of emotional gravitas, and then we were done and we kind of moved on to something else. This was, like, I think in 10 minutes we spent some like 2.5 minutes in pure silence just watching emotions go across the main character's face. And again, at some point, it feels like this is, you know, it's almost masturbatory, I think. It really is. You know, it's a director sitting here going, you know, my movie has depth. Let me show it to you. Hell, I think the time we spent watching emotions go through, oh my god. I think the amount of time we spent watching the emotions cross Ryan Gosling's features exceeded the amount of time we spent on the sex scene in the Titanic. And that's saying something. Please? Thank you. Like, that scene on the Titanic was long. Like, I'm talking about the one in the car, for those of you who are not following me on this journey, who have not yet joined me on this emotional experience. Not to mention the... I don't know about you guys, but I felt in this movie that in a Blade Runner. Keep in mind, I haven't watched the whole movie. I came in late and left early. But, it was on TV, so it wasn't like I went to the computer and then left early. But, so, I don't know about you guys, but I felt that the threesome sex scene they were setting up. Ooh, heavy bullets. Nice. The threesome sex scene they were setting up. Say that 5 times fast. Threesome sex scene they were setting up. Threesome sex scene they were setting up. But the threesome sex scene that they were setting up felt like it was getting kind of gratuitous. Like, it's probably because I had family members in the room. I'm not gonna lie. That's probably a large part of why I like kind of felt okay. We can move on. We understand it's happening. Okay, cool. Can we fade to black or whatever other thing you're going to do to indicate that the nasty is happening. What do I want to use to kill this boss? Do I want to use shot bow? Oh my god, absolutely not. Oh god, I just realized that I have absolutely no blanks for a fight against the Ammoconda, and I'm in a corner. You put baby in a corner. Please don't put baby in a corner. Okay, can you be dead? Please be dead. Why are you not dead yet? Okay. Whew. Got the beehive. Oh, God. You, sir, are a jerk. Give that back to me. Take it back now, y'all. Okay, we survived. We lived. Okay, secret room there. Okay, let's go take a look at the Gun Muncher. Is there anything I want to throw into the Gun Muncher? Wind-up gun, maybe? But I think that's about it, so I think we're just going to move on. I don't see what I want to do. I don't know, do you guys get that feeling of, like, an incredible, like, I don't want to say distress, because that's not the word, but do you guys get that feeling of, like, okay, I don't need gratuitous sex scene when I got family in the room? I'm sure. Okay, well, that was fun. I'm sure it's not just me, right? Like, I feel like film developers have fun. Like, directors have fun throwing in the sex scenes, especially when they know that, this is a family affair. Okay, that's a thing that happened. I'm so glad I knew that he exists. Okay, well, there goes another piece of armor. Why do you exist? Are we done? No? I've got money. I need someplace to spend it. Can you give me someplace to do this? I just walked into some of the easiest to dodge bullets in the world there. My family is going through our garage. Our garage has been used up until this point as literal storage. But the problem is this is New Orleans. It is a not sealed garage. So, mice and cockroaches are getting into stuff. So now we're going through and trying to go, okay, what are we going to do? And we used to live in a much larger house than we have now. Actually, we have, over the years, sequentially downsized the house that we were living in. Partly due to people moving out, but mostly due to, like, money and options and stuff like that. Green? Really? Okay. But yeah, people have moved out. Stuff has happened over the course of the years. So, we've kind of downsized the house. What that ends up meaning is that we have less and less space for our stuff. if you've watched George Carlin, you know that all your house is a space for your stuff. Gonna do that, gonna do that, gonna do that. Cool. So we have less and less space, which means we should need to have less and less stuff. That's just kind of how that works. So we're working on getting rid of stuff. I had to go out, and there was a bunch of stuff that I got rid of, like stuff that I'll never use again. Back when camelbacks were the craze, especially up in Colorado, I bought a camelback for when I was skiing, and then it was useful. But nowadays, everybody has water bottles that come with us everywhere, and there's water everywhere, so camelback not quite as important, especially when your dog chewed the mouthpiece years and years ago, and you don't feel like, getting a replacement. So, get rid of that. Over the years, it was kind of a thing that my family, like for Christmas or Easter, something like that, all the kids would get various stuffed animals that were various holiday flavored. And I don't have a habit of throwing away stuff like that. Like, I like to keep birthday cards. And a little bit less so Christmas cards, birthday cards especially. And it's mostly the feeling of, okay, well, I don't keep bills, but these are positive things. Like, this is a reminder that someone loves you and very specifically took time out of their schedule to find a card, sign it, and make sure that it got to you on a day that's that's special to you. Hello, friend. So yeah, so I tend to keep that stuff, but I also ended up keeping a lot of these. Okay, not amazingly pleased by that. So what do we got here? Charming rounds. That's both amazing and not amazing at the exact same time. Oh my god, this gun with heavy bullets is both amazing and not amazing. Like, you just have to make sure that you are consistently pulling the trigger on this. Then we're going to go ahead and... Oh, hey, friends. But yeah, so I'm holding on to that stuff. So there's a bunch of stuffed animals I got rid of. But one thing my sisters like to do, way back when they were very young kids, is my sisters always like to go into the Build-A-Bear workshop. So, oh my god, he shoots so fast. My sisters like going to the Build-A-Bear workshop. So it was kind of a thing that we would sit there and, we would go for their birthday and make the Build-A-Bears. And so I don't want to get rid of those. Like, I want to hold on to all the Build-A-Bears I've made, because that's something I specifically do with my family. That's just not a random stuffed animal that, just showed up for Christmas one year, and it was and that's it. This was something that we made as a family together. We had fun like that. One year, Build-A-Bear had this like special black bear with orange flecks in it. It was kind of this, again, super special bear that you could only get during Halloween that year. I was unable to go because I forget what I was doing, but I was doing something that I was unable to go to Build-A-Bear with them. So they made one for me that kind of looked a little bit like Harry Potter, because I was huge into Harry Potter that year. And that's a cool thing to have. Like, that's a thing that my family specifically went out of their way to get set up for me. So I kind of want to have that, Give that to, to a niece or nephew, or God forbid a kid in the future. Oh my god. Can I not? Is there a way I can avoid it? Like, 2 steps back is right. Okay, is there anything, like... No. I'd like to get rid of them. I don't want Devolver rounds. I really don't. I'd like to translate heavy bullets into something else as well. How's our ammo look? It'll last. Okay, we got a Synergista. At least he still gives me the money that he should have given me. Okay. So we know she's here. Does not have any secret rooms in there with her. I'd like to hold on to the money just in case we see, like, something a little bit more important than a Synergista here. I forget if that's right. It's Sinner Grace. That's what it is. Synergista is a name that I saw someone give her, but Sinner Grace is her actual name. It might be Sinner Grace, the Synergista, maybe. But she's useful. But I want to see if we have any other, maybe non-standard shops that I can take advantage of. I also am really hoping that we see a shop with a cell creep inside of it. Okay, that's potentially a non-standard shop. Nope, that is a... Do I have anything I want to throw in here? I think I want to throw in the shot bow, and I want to throw in the proton backpack, just because those two items have really bad synergy with the heavy bullets. And instead we have the Blasphemy. I can't really tell if that is an upgrade, or if that's I can't tell if that's an upgrade. Is the thing. I can't, like, I don't know. Like right now it's basically useless for me because of the fact that I do not have full health. Okay, we have a key. I guess I'm going to pop it here. I'm going to pay for this, I'm sure, when it turns out that there's no key in the shop. But that chest did have a fuse on it. So yeah, we're not seeing any non-standard shops, it looks like, just because that was a... Okay, this is the room. That was a unfortunate room there. Oh, jeez. Oh, dearie me. Not sure how I feel about all of this. That is a lot of enemies I don't want to have to deal with. Can we go away? Ow. That was my face. I ended up keeping some stuff that like on the one hand I'm like this would be fun to keep, on the other hand I'm like this is not worth anything to keep. Working at GameStop one year, I got a stuffed animal of the Pokemon Meowstic. And another one of the Pokemon Dayden. And I have a friend of mine who's really into stuffed animals, so I thought, you know what? Maybe give those to him. But kind of on the same feeling, I have, like... I got this stuffed Yoda that my family gave me for my birthday one year. And I'm half tempted to, you know, donate it, but it's Yoda holding a gift that actually... Oh my god, come on. That actually says happy birthday. So it's kind of like... I could donate it to, like, Goodwill or something like that, but... What are they gonna do with a thing that just sits here and says happy birthday? Like, you know, Goodwill's not gonna do anything with that. And Evolve Around strikes again. And again. And again. Can I have less Evolve Arounds? Do I have a... Like, I need a... You know what? We're going to go with the 1911. Where'd he go? God damn it. Oh my god. And of course we have... I have to do that and hope that the shop actually has another blank in there for me. shop have 2 blanks for me? Shop only has 1 blank. That's a shame. Okay, let's go to the center, center Grace. And hope we get something awesome. Okay, so what are we going to get? Synergy with Mutation. Mutation synergizes with Venom Veins. We should, I'm assuming, just gives us poisonous mutation. Do I want to just get some health, maybe? He's got nothing. Okay, what do I want to use against this boss? Do I want to, you know what? I might as well use the mutation. Why did I do that? Okay, I have a solution. It's not an amazing solution, but I have one. Oh, this is gonna suck. Oh, God. Okay. I don't know if that was mine or if that was his, but... Oh, God damn it. I dodge rolled through that, you jackass. Okay. I mean... Yeah. Probably gonna die anyways, so we're gonna use this. I got a solution for this. That's what we're gonna do. Go in here. Pop that. Which was actually worth it. Not sure how I feel about the Saturday Night Special, but apparently I did not reveal the trap door, which is weird because I usually do that. I believe it was this room, right? Yeah. I just saw it. It was over here? Yeah. Anytime soon. Anytime now. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to rush over here, and I'm going to go ahead and pop cigarettes to pop armor, which will open the door. And hopefully we won't need that. Okay. Alrighty. Drinks. Okay. That was kind of irritating, and also weird that I somehow got away with that without taking damage. I don't know what just happened to Lord of the Jams either. I did go down already, right? There's an empty room. Man, I hope it was. Because I actually legit just lost track. Okay, we're good. Nice. I mean, I don't much care for the actual thing we just got. Can you excuse you? Okay, apparently I went the right way. Yeah, you're not doing that. Okay, we're back to full health. What's going to be our boss killer? Well, we do have some potentially goodness with the Orgunny, which I think we're at least going to fill halfway. You know what, I'm gonna fill that. Okay, so we're gonna use the Orgunny on boss 1. Mostly because of the homing ability. Look, they're cheese flavored, okay? Okay, so there go those. Ow, I'm gonna take stupid damage, don't you mind me none. He's gonna be dead soon. Okay, so we got him. We're going to go ahead and reload, and I think we're going to go ahead and take the mutation down, starting left-hand side, as is normal for me. Get me in. No, thank you. Okay, crap, that sucks. Gotta stay the hell away from him. Okay, I just threw him off balance. That's cool. And we're gonna go ahead and blank that. Awesome. Oh god, we're gonna get down to like no health like we always do. Just blank that. I don't want to deal with that. Just get wrecked. Just get wrecked, dude. Just get owned. Take it. Supposedly, left and right don't actually mean anything with him. Okay, here we go. Come on. I'm just sucking here. There we go. Come on, you. Come on, do it again. Come on, keep doing it. That sucked. I forgot to deal with that. Come on. One more. Cool. Get your health back. Neat. Man, I almost had that, too. Just dodge that. Come on, you. I hate it when he does that. It is possible to punch that back at him. Damn it. Come on, you. Can you stop that? Can you stop these attacks that are really hard to deal with? Come on, get a little bit closer. Damn, I almost dodged that. Oh well. One day I'll figure out the dodge for that. Well, we got the hip holster. Got a bunch of nonsense. Some of which is more important than others. Okay. We're still leaving this floor with, like, full health. Which is amazing. Also, give me all of these keys. So the question is, do I... Let's see. am I going to refill here? Fill the mutation? Yeah, I think we're going to go for these two. And move on. I mean, I guess we'll use the Elementaler. I don't know. Like, I don't know. It exists. I'll keep an eye out for something better. Something more fun is a better way to put that. Ow. Yeah, it's a little bit more of a... It's not as much better as it is something a little more fun. The Elementaler's just too good. And even so, I don't think it's actually all of that good with the combos that we have. Like, I don't know if the Elementaler is actually good with heavy bullets. Like, obviously it's good, but, like, I think heavy bullets actually makes it, you know, a little less good than it would normally be. Gonna wait, mostly because it's, if it was a, like, fuse chest or something like that, I would absolutely go for it immediately, but I think I'm gonna wait. See if there's another, key door somewhere on this map. There's an enemy somewhere. Okay. The game just hadn't decided what it wanted to do yet, apparently. Apparently I'm killing enemies a little bit too fast. I don't know how I feel about the wolf. I'm just gonna take the damage, it's fine. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about the wolf. Like, part of me really wants to like the wolf. Hello, friend. No, come back here. Oh my god. Devolve it and it immediately ends that problem. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about the wolf. Like, part of me really wants to like the wolf, but at the same time, I find that it doesn't pull its own weight very much. Like, I find myself sitting here going like, hey, you know, this item could do so much more for me compared to, like, its, you know, to other things of this nature. I guess I'm gonna buy the key. Thought so. Hey, you jerk. Just get wrecked. Get out of my face. Scam. You know what? I was going to say I'm reasonably certain I'm not going to have to worry about keys for the remainder of this floor, but I say that, and then something stupid would happen. Like, we would have, you know, endless key doors full of black markets and shit. So, I think we're just going to hold on to our keys. Like, we are cursed, so a black market would not be bad. Oh, God. Wait, you're not jammed. What is this? Don't be doing jammed things at me and not be jammed, you know? Okay, we're getting plenty of... Okay. Bit bizarre. You know, bullet bore's good and all, but... I don't know. This plus Saturday Night Special? Thought so. This is actually the complete wrong weapon to use against him, but I just don't have a moment to actually pull out a different weapon. Okay, there we go. I mean, this is also not a particularly good weapon to use against the wall. do your thing. Okay, cool. What do I want to use against him? Do I have anything better to use against him? I think the mutation might be a good choice. Okay, there we go. Mutation was apparently an excellent choice. There was another heart around here somewhere. Don't know where it went. Ah, there it is. Okay. Yes, it was kind of a waste, but at the same time, coolness is coolness. Okay, that sucks. Apparently, now I didn't know about this, but I had suspected it for a while. Apparently, the more rooms you go without taking damage, the more money you get. It's not the more items you get, because I figured it was, like, less damage means more coolness, but I've been told that it's less damage means more money. You guys can correct me if you know better. Can we be done? You know what I'd really like to have? I'd like to have a good single-shot weapon, because I have the holster. There's an enemy around here somewhere. Like, we need a good single-shot weapon, and we really just don't have one. We have bullet bore, but I don't consider bullet bore to be a good single-shot weapon. I consider it to be a single-shot weapon that exists. Hey, got night graves. Cool. What do we got in here? Shop? The compressed air tank is actually the only thing he's got that I'm even remotely interested in, and I can't afford it. Shame. Well, let's go get our other item. Just give me the heroin. I mean, I like the heroin, but I think the Mega Hand is better. Okay. Let's see. Don't have the money to take advantage of a trail. Cool. We also do not really have a spacebar item to take advantage of our coolness. I mean, really, the explosive rounds are the only choice in here. We don't really have anything else that's just quite as amazing. Don't know how likely it is to get the other, like, 60 shells that we need. If I take very little damage, perhaps. Ow. I say, just for taking damage. That I should not, for any reason, have taken. Just gonna leave that there for now. We're gonna ignore that happened. Ah! Out of mid-air. Is that anything that needs ammo at this point? Nope. Okay, well, Rat, that's all yours. I don't know what happened to the spider that's usually in that room. Usually it's a D20 and a spider, but I only saw the D20. Sure. Cool. Not good, and not useful. Not gonna get used, but good. I mean, you know, I appreciate free chests. I'd appreciate if they were more if they were black and had clone in them. But, you know, we take what we can get. Have I mentioned that I hate hammer time? It's such an annoying room. Or ability. I'm just going to take damage and thus be unable to safely use this spacebar item that I currently have hovered. Don't mind me. Don't you mind me none. Hey! Hey, do not be sending my own cheese back at me, thank you. Taking so much damage. Hey, more hammer time, which means more damage. Don't you love it? Get out of my face. Eat. Come on. Okay. Does not have a damn thing. That's a shame. Did I already find my other secret? No, I haven't. Okay. Oh, you know what? I didn't check for secret rooms. Okay, I've now checked for secret rooms. Okay. Let's do it. I was watching some guy who was streaming Final Fantasy X, which, you know, I love that game. And he was talking about how, you know, the story was good, though it didn't really make sense. I'm like, okay, you didn't pay enough attention. And then he's like, what was the point behind the 11th hour twist? I'm like, well, it ups the stakes a little bit, which I think is half the point. Excuse me. Do not be a skull that also shoots shit. I think that's a fairly simple rule that we can all agree to. Do not be a shoot shit skull. It's like, what's the point of having your character... I mean, it makes sense for a couple of reasons, but what is the point of having your character be in a situation where, you know, the odds are not particularly against them, where it's just, okay, I can solve everything and there's no risk. You know, that's kind of... It's not necessarily like that in the game when you get to the end, but it definitely does not feel like the odds are particularly high, I guess? I don't know. Like, I think the issue is that while the odds are high towards the end of the game, it isn't a situation where it's like, well, you know, yes, we could lose, but that's the worst of it. It really makes it if you lose, you really lose, and if you win, you also kind of lose. And that puts a little bit more, you know, turmoil on the characters as opposed to just having this, you know, man versus God situation that they're in. Now it's a little bit more man versus himself. Are you willing to sacrifice yourself? Because the game has this huge sacrifice theme to it. If you don't know what I'm talking about on this game that's old as shit that I've covered on my channel, I apologize if I'm about to spoil it, so you have about 3 seconds to skip ahead. But we're talking about the whole, you know, the fact that, hi. Bye. You know, talk about the fact that, you know, that Tidus is essentially an Aeon. He's essentially a summon from the faith of Xanarkand, and that when the faith goes away thanks to beating Sin, he will cease to exist. And you know, Tidus has to wrestle with that fact, especially with you know, the fact that he has, you know, found love and he's, you know, kind of like stuff has finally gone well for him. So Tidus has to reconcile, you know, this fact that, well, you know, I have someone who loves me, but there's kind of nothing I can, like, if I love this person back, if I love them back as much as I think that I do, wait, what does that combine with? It's combining with cerebral bore. Interesting. But it ends up being this idea that if I love, this person as much as I say that I do, as much as I think that I do, then I should basically be willing to put my life on the line for her. And this kind of goes along with a line that's stated earlier in the game by I think it's Luzu. But he's actually quoting Chapu at the time. And, it was the idea that being with your girl is good, but keeping your girl safe from sin is even better. So you have Tidus, who now has this problem in that, the best thing he could possibly do is delete sin, but if he deletes sin, he will cease to exist. He does not get to, basically enjoy the fruits of his labors at all, but he will have the satisfaction knowing that that Yuna is safe, and so is everybody. So, there's partly that. So it puts this kind of man versus self problem into it, as opposed to, again, kind of just man versus God. But I think also it really kind of defines what the problem was and how to fix it. So how do you get rid of sin, right? The big question that our main characters really have to answer is how can they get rid of this creature that is literally supposed to be basically invincible, can only be beaten in one known way, but beating it in that one known way is a sure recipe for the creature to come back. Sin doesn't just vanish in the game when it's defeated. It comes back 10 years later, because Yu Yevon's an asshole, basically. So, if you know that sin's gonna come back, that no matter what you do, this tremendous asshole creature will come back once again and start hounding you and everything that you love. So, this is gonna happen. Okay, yeah, I found the secret. So after that point, what do? Do you just go, okay? No. So the Aeons or not the Aeons, but the Faith, have this idea, how do we solve this? So they first have to kind of do their jobs, make Dream Xanarkand happen. And eventually they find a guy who basically kind of leaves Xanarkand. Why would you leave Xanarkand? Why would you ever want to leave, Party Central? Well, he leaves to train and goes out to a spot where essentially, he can be snagged by just an idly roving sin. I think the game was maybe not the absolute best at. I'm so dumb. I don't think the game was maybe the best at defining where Dream Xanarkand exists in relation to, the rest of Spira. But, I got the impression that if you were to just go off of, the corner of, such and such an island or something like that, you'll find Dream Xanarkand. That was the impression that I ended up getting. And so Sin just happens to go and hang out there one day, and it finds Jecht out there, which was part of the point. My thought is that Jecht was kind of set up in such a way in Xanarkand to make sure that he grew up bored with life and had nothing to do. So he's going to start going doing stuff that's more reckless, like, practicing off the coast of Xanarkand where Sin can pick him up. So then he gets brought to Spira, and it's not this gigantic transport nonsense. You're not going back in time, you're not traveling into the dream world. It's just, we got to go a little bit further offshore than anybody dares go because Sin exists. So Jecht snags him, or Jecht gets snagged, and as Jecht is snagged, he is brought to this place where he has to realize that he can't go back, realize he is a terrible human being, and that he has to kind of come to terms with his own, not only his own mortality, but his own kind of less importance in the grand scheme of things. So now we have essentially one Aeon who can take over as Sin. The problem is that's not enough, because we need the cycle to be broken. And I think this is what this streamer that I was watching to did not quite understand about the storyline, was that the cycle of sin has to be broken. So we throw Inject, and that's all well and good and all, but Ject does not break the cycle. Now you just have Ject as Sin, but he still kind of exists. Can you die, please? Ject still exists, and he can still be Sin. So now you need... God, I'm just taking all kinds of stupid damage. So now you need... I mean, it's not important that it was Jecht's son. It's not important that it's Tidus. What is important about it is that it's not that it's Tidus that's important. It's that it is someone who has a reason to want to fight Jecht. So the idea is we can get rid of... Like, if we just let Jecht get attacked by any old summoner, so, you know, let's say any of the summoners that were kind of following along that kind of ended their journeys, they would just restart the cycle. Like, their final Aeon would just take over for Jecht, and in 10 years it would be done. We need a dream person to become Jecht, so that way we have a dream person as Jecht. So that way, if we end the dream person, we can kind of end it. Now, what I don't necessarily understand is why they couldn't just end the dream person. I'm just taking all kinds of damage off this asshole. I don't know why they couldn't just say, okay, we're no longer going to dream of Jecht. But I think the idea was, now that we have Jecht as the, as Sin, now if we get another dream person to end him, now we have a lot less that we have to deal with. And we can just, like, Jecht will already be done. He'll have broken the ties, and once he's broken the ties, we can end him. Something like that. It makes more sense in my head. It also makes more sense when I'm trying to dodge a ton of damage that I am not successfully dodging. But I think that was the idea from the get-go, was that, you know, we have get away from me. That we have, you know, Jecht, or we have two dream people, and that if we can just get them to take over for us, we can just stop dreaming of them, and all of a sudden there's no more problems. You can't become Sin if you don't exist any longer. That was stupid of me. Okay, this bullet that I have in my pocket is not meant for you. This is Captain Jack Sparrow. Like, I do not want to use this bag on you. This bag is meant for Form 2. Well, that's out of ammo. I really don't want to use Bullet Bore. Let's use Colt 45. But I think that's the, like, I think that was part of the thing, I think, was having, when you have the main guy is a dream, and then also so is, holy shit, that's a lot of bullets that just exploded in his face. It's a lot of bullets that just exploded in mine. Okay, that was annoying. Oh, damn it. I thought I still had one. Anyways, guys, thanks for joining me. I'll see you next time.